Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here for map number 2 between this exciting match so far that we've seen coming up from ANBU Elite Gaming, and only one word. I'm PlayOfTheJay, he's the Hound, and we are looking forward to getting stuck into this final match here for match number 2. Now, looking at how things went in the very first map, Hound, what do you think that OOW needs to do here if they want to try and change things around and share the spoils here?
I think I do believe that they do need to be a little bit more coordinated, less chaotic. I do believe that some of the opening picks that they need to do, especially against someone like Kaja as well as Rafi, they need to stop losing out on some of those picks, because when those picks happen, you realize that members of ANBU were able to basically get so much real estate and were basically forcing members of OOW to move from one end to the other, and it creates this kind of like mid part whereby there is a shortage of resources, and when there's one flank that's folding, it's either you decide to change to move resources to one flank or keep the resources there, and the tempo is immediately in favor of ANBU. So I do believe that coming in from OOW, they need to take away a little bit of the tempo from ANBU.
Yeah, ANBU were really able to quite harness that quite well, you know, and I think really take advantage on the tells that were given by only one word, of which there are quite a few here, and of course it did benefit that they had the intel operators. But ladies and gentlemen, we are about ready here to get stuck into this one. We can already see that the Killjoy, the first one of the day, is already going to be brought out here by Rafi and the rest of ANBU, and I think it's going to be another interesting set of games here, looking at very diverse rosters from both sides.
I do like the fact that Killjoy was picked up. Killjoy is kind of like Cypher in that sense, whereby the turret will be able to function kind of like a camera in that sense, as well as the ability to use the lockdown that can deny whatever pushes, as well as whenever a plant has come in, could actually benefit them. So I do believe that this could be very interesting, but we do see that coming in from the side of OOW, they are not looking to rest on their laurels like how they did in game number 1, and it seems that a little bit more coordination is coming in for them, as we do see that the first 2 casualties for the side of ANBU is going to be towards them.
Yeah, and now this rotation over to the A side is going to allow the space for the likes of OOW to move in here, but the garage window side here, Kaja is going to be able to come out on top of that one. Now the plant's going to go down quickly here in the smoke as long as they can, but this rotation is still going to be quite slow coming out here. The breach is still going to be rotating past the spawn side of things here, and with this plan here for that C long, it's going to be very difficult for them to get out from this position, but we still might see ANBU try and do whatever they can. They already managed to get 1 kill just now. They might be able to get another here, but we're seeing that push coming here into the garage side of things here. It's going to get shut down. It's a 4v2 situation, and now this retake scenario not really working in their favor, and that is actually going to be the initiative here taken by only one word.
And it seems that only one word has already adjusted in terms of their coordination comparatively to ANBU. ANBU was a little bit headless chicken in that first few exchanges, and I felt that OOW were basically able to steal away quite a bit of tempo, like I said, from ANBU. So I do believe that OOW can actually score this out relatively well for themselves if they continue up this pacing. But we do see that coming in from the side of OOW, they are going to be very aggressive with how they're going to be taking on onto B here, onto the mid-side window. I do believe that that is going to be very interesting indeed, considering how split up members of ANBU are. Very quick goes for that curve wall, but it's not going to be enough, as you will be able to take down Shidope, as Haby takes down 6 as well. We do see that OOW right now. Oh, Kaja from ANBU being able to take down Rimsley, and the spike has been planted already for A, and it seems that the rotations coming in from the side of OOW is leaving members of ANBU with 1 step behind members of OOW here in this particular instances. We do see that ANBU as well as OOW right now have switched sides already, as ANBU will be the one trying to retake A, as OOW will be the one defending it.
Right now, OOW trying to hold on for dear life. Now, they did lose 2 guns here in this game here, but looks like Jeffon, he's going to be able to trade one back here finally as Rafi goes down. And it looks like we're not going to have too much more push coming out here from the 2 remaining players from ANBU. They're going to be happy with the 2 guns that they managed to garner from some of those earlier altercations. Now, OOW, they could have taken it a little bit more decisively. They did have 2 of their players get out of position. Hy-B in particular went towards the A-Link side of things and was absolutely run down there by the ANBU players. But ANBU, they were aggressive from the get-go here on their defense. Of course, this is their pick in terms of the side. If this is still going to be an OOW map pick at the end of the day. And yeah, it didn't really pan out. And now we're here at round 3 where they need to bounce back.
And it's got to be very, very wary indeed here, as some scopes that are going to come out towards members of ANBU, towards OOW, excuse me. Very wisely done here, coming in from the side of ANBU to be able to slow them down just a bit here with some of these smokes. However, we do see that the response coming in from the side of OOW to push into some of these situations is definitely working out for them, as ANBU right now looking towards ending 3 members already, as Rafi as well. Rafi will be able to score down onto Hy-B, as we do see OOW right now would be the first flawless round for the side of ANBU here. They keep this up. Very nicely done for the side of ANBU here. Spike Carrier has been taken down for the count, and I don't think that's going to be a very, very good start here for the side of OOW. Very good shot there coming in from Kaja. 3 kills for the side of Kaja, and ANBU keeps it flawless, keeps it steady with their first round win of this match.
Yeah, I think this is exactly how you want to bounce back in the round 3. So the full buy proving to really be the difference maker here for the likes of ANBU. But we'll see how OOW are going to respond. Now, the problem is that they did lose a couple of their guns earlier on, so they can't even get a proper full buy here, despite the fact that they did win the first 2 rounds. So that's again going to be something that watch out here. But the peek here is not going to be good for Hy-B. Gets spotted out by Kaja. Going to be on the B box, and surprise that player coming out from OOW, but now things are dicey here as they're starting to push down A long. They managed to get another pick here, and that's starting to swing things a little bit more. Yeah, just a quick replay there so you can catch out that amazing op shot coming out and be the difference maker here early on.
Very nicely done from him to be able to get that tap down, and it seems that Kaja will be the determining factor, denying whatever peaks that are coming in from the side of OOW. So we do see 6 right now, getting some of the shots onto Jeffan Bao, but it's going to be Tin that gets the revenge onto 6. We do see that 3 members are already onto the side of A, as OOW's EU is going to be going for the plant. Very nicely done here, and it seems that the big little dark steps there is going to go up towards this side here, covering up heaven. So I do believe that this could be a very smart choice here. You see some shot, let's go 1, but nope, it's not going to be enough. Rafi gets taken out by you, but Tony Banks comes in and says, you sit down.
Oh, and he's at least going to get 1 kill for his troubles, and now it's a 1v2 clutch situation here from Tony Banks. Not quite able to clear out the site here, but I think he's starting out there as the top of ramps here, but no, he's going to take down Tin. It's a 1v1 situation now, but Phoenix has to try and make some inroads here, and he's going to get it halfway at the very least here, and Tony Banks comes out big here with that clutch here. He might have just enough time, and he's going to be able to tie things up here for ANBU. What a play there, and he's going to be able to shut down those 2 OOW players here. And yeah, I think they really needed a little bit of luck on their side in that sense, but good clutch out regardless.
I don't know how spicy Filipino food is, but that play was very spicy coming in from ANBU. Definitely mouth-watering indeed for ANBU being able to get that diffuse down and out and getting that clutch for the side of Tony Banks. Very, very good to be able to go for the diffuse, get that audio cue and try to pull out that last surviving member for the side of OOW. But ooh, Kaja! Very fierce indeed. There goes one, there goes two for the side of OOW.
Oh, Kaja is just getting the better of all these exchanges, bringing that over from map number 1. But now it looks like they're pushing here onto the A side, but it's going to be a little bit of a distraction. But again, they're dropping players on all sides. Kaja is going to pick up his third here from Garage, and now Tin going to be the last remaining player. Only has the Ghost available to him and might actually just play this out a little bit longer here. And yeah, proves to be absolutely devastating there. Of course, this is going to be a bit of a throwaway round here for OOW, but yeah, I think they still invested in an operator themselves, as we did see Hy-B getting taken out there right at the start.
Very unfortunate here for the side of OOW to see their plans end up in shambles, as we do see ANBU right now could actually enjoy another flawless round. ANBU holding on towards some of these tight spots, but Shido says hello to Tin and introduces him to the flawless win that they won in this round. So we do see that ANBU right now definitely in high spirits here, as we do see Kaja as well as Rafi doing quite a bit of work here with the double operator setup.
And alt economy definitely going to be in ANBU's favor. They have 3 available to them that can really flex themselves a little bit here. Currently 3-2 up, and we're already seeing that might be a little bit more of an aggressive push out here onto the A long side, gather a little bit more intel, because let's not forget ANBU, they didn't take much in the way of intel gatherers alongside crossover this time, which they used to great effect in map number 1, but now we'll see this push here coming straight onto the B side. 3 players here. Riz here is going to be able to catch it out. Rafi won't be able to stop too much there, and that's going to be some wasted Molotovs here. But now we see Shido starting to move back in here, using the run it back, not able to catch out any of the players, but gets vital info.
Very good stuff there, using the run it back not only to try to get picks, but also get as much information as they can. So we do see that some of these teams right now are going to be exchanging off against one another, with ANBU right now 1 man down for the count, but 20 bags will be able to even out the score onto 10. OOW loses 1 man as well. We do see the spike has been planted in their favor, as Hy-B will be able to take the Kaja. Very nicely done here, as Hy-B will be able to take down one of the best oppers in ANBU's team, as well as Rafi already being taken out for the count. So we do see you right now being very aggressive indeed, pushing it out, but no, it's not going to be enough. As OOW cinches out this round effectively.
Oh, and they're going to really drive it home here against the likes of ANBU. You there with the precise plays there and able to surprise them from the dark cover, working to great effect, as yeah, just having 2 lurkers there right at the end. We're tied at 3-3 apiece here, and so far so good in terms of being a very tight matchup. I think looking at some of the rounds that we've had so far today, definitely we are seeing things being quite even here on the map pick here by OOW.
Well, very nicely done for the side of OOW to be able to cinch out the round and even it out, but they've got quite a bit to work with there. Some shots being exchanged by both these players for the side of ANBU and OOW. Hy-B right now trying his best to actually get those shots off, but will not be able to land it on anyone for the side of ANBU, and it seems that patience is going to be a virtue for him, as Rafi right now switches over to a new position and will be able to take down Rimsley. Nicely done with a beautiful operator shot. Takes him down with that 1 shot. He's got to be careful though that he doesn't get spotted out by anyone here. We do see that members of OOW right now are going to be coming in. There goes the cyber cage off, and another smoke being dropped out from the side of Brimstone here. Very nicely done to be able to stop any of these advances for the side of OOW, for the side of ANBU, if they want to be taking back onto the B side here, as OOW has full control.
Oh, but they have only just gone down the flank here, but they're already going to spot out some of the players here. Jeff Van stepping a little bit too far away from safety, and he's going to get taken out, but the trade comes out here from Tony Banks and Hy-B, but it's 6 here who's going to come in from that A lane side, and I can't help but feel that's always going to be a very difficult proposition, especially to plant it exactly where they did on the B side, as those smokes from Brimstone only going to offer some momentary respite for them to get on site. But I think when you don't have a lot of the control from either the links, it's always going to be a difficult proposition to try and deal with that.
I totally agree with you, Jay. In terms of members of OOW as well as ANBU, I think it's a really close game compared to the first matchup which we had on the Bind that was chosen by ANBU. So it's definitely working in the favor of OOW here, considering that Haven was picked by OOW and the defensive side was taken by ANBU. So if OOW is able to still keep this relatively close by towards ANBU, then maybe, just maybe, they will still be able to keep it up. Rafi right now taking down Haby, and it seems that we're having a bit of an issue with the live feed. Hopefully you guys are not having the same issue as well. But okay, we're back again as we do see you being able to take the high B. We already lost another 4 more members on the side OOW as ANBU right now pushes on to the A side, Jay.
Oh, and I think they caught them all out moving across the A lobby, and now Yu is the last player left, but he's going to get found out there by Tony Banks. Unfortunately, weren't able to catch all of that here, so we do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. But I think from that, that's ANBU trying to really grab the game by the scruff of the neck here, and they wanted to make sure that they could take a little bit more initiative and prevent any of these OOW players from really coming out from it. And now there's going to be an eco round coming out from them as a result. I think they can't decide whether they want to do a full buy or not. They won't be able to, but they are going to go for a little bit of a split buy here, I would dare say.
Very interesting indeed here, considering that economy is a very important thing, but we do see a 5-man sack out to C here. Very interesting indeed. It seems that the ultimate orb capture is more on the line for the side of OOW, as we do see the pushes coming in. Gotta be careful though, all of them stunned and dazed. Tony Banks being able to take down Rimsey. There goes the Stormblade. Then boom, shakalaka, Haby onto Kaja, but it's going to not be on his watch here, as Tony Banks will be able to take down, oh my god, an ace for Tony Banks!
Tony Banks going ham there, and wow, he's going to be absolutely thrilled with that one. ANBU, of course, was facing off against the eco round there, but I think it was a wasted opportunity. High B used the Blade Storm only right towards the end, and they kind of all funneled down the C long side of things. It wasn't going to be something that they could really work with here, but I felt that it's a waste of the Blade Storm. That's the Jet didn't quite get onto site too quickly. So see what High B can do in this round here. I think going to be able to buy together with the rest of OOW as they look to try and get another point on the board.
Very nicely done here for the side of ANBU as well as OOW, but it seems that ANBU right now double the numbers in terms of lead here compared to OOW, and it seems that this could be a signifier of ANBU enjoying a 2-0 game if they keep this up. However, OOW is slowly nipping at the heels of ANBU, but again, we have seen a little bit more consistency compared to OOW in the form of ANBU. ANBU being able to be a little bit more tactical with how they push in. So very good smokes there being dropped down onto Heaven to make sure that there is not going to be any of those shots coming over the top side. So Jeff Bao trying his best to actually push it out. It's got to be careful that he doesn't get caught out. Goes out with the camera already to gather as much intel as he can, Jay.
Oh, OOW is really going to be pinning their hopes on this round, as they really do need to take it out. But looks like Heidi is going to take down 6. Now, there's still going to be in the back pocket the orbital strike here, but Kaja is going to take down 2 straight away on the retake, and now they're going to be moving down towards the A lobby side of things, and they're still trying to get enough map control here. I don't know where the orbital strike is, and actually the defenders are going to come away with that. I'm not sure what OOW was thinking there, as that was a perfectly good ultimate that could have been used and really swing things back into OOW's favor, as being a gun round. They really needed to drive that home if they want to get back in this game.
Very unfortunate for the side of OOW, and it seems that miscoordination or maybe miscommunication was the key here in that particular exchange, because the Brimstone, in my opinion, needed to be a little bit more out there in terms of what he had to prove to the table, what he had to bring to the table. The opposite side could have been an option for him, but it seems that that lack of communication or maybe the lack of charges were the biggest issue in that particular matchup.
Yeah, and Kaja is down here for a change to start things off, putting ANBU at a disadvantage, and we can already see that there's a little bit more apprehension about the Filipino team as starting to see a little bit more of their utility being triggered here in the garage, but it's going to be a bit of a split push here between the B side as well, as now the wall of flames here is going to be allowing them to move into sight here, but Rafi there is going to be able to take down Yu, but it's going to get traded back straight away. Now 6 making himself known here, he's going to get the near side going here through the paranoia, taking down High B, and it's a 2v2 scenario, but already resetting a little bit here. But Jetman, he's going to be able to clean up Shido, and now 6, he's all by himself as he's trying to get back onto that seaside. The plant is already down here for OOW. But now, looks like he's playing long here, but he gets caught out there! The Brimstone completely unawares. It's now a 1v1 situation. 6 can bring this home. He's trying to check out where the last player is. Oh, he's not able to take it, and Jeffman will be the one to be able to drive it home here. But that was at quite a bit of cost here to OOW.
Very, very classy indeed coming in from OOW, being able to send that around. And it seems that ANBU were caught with their pants down a little bit in the in that exchange there. This is the last round before the swap, and ANBU will be on the attacking side, whereas OOW will be on the defending side. So I do believe that this is going to be a very interesting round indeed. Everyone buying up as much as they can here in terms of whatever that they got. And I do believe that ANBU now poised to basically try to steal it away. The Blaze coming up, trying to go for that ultimate capture. The ultimate orb, excuse me. One more charge away from being able to run it back for the side of ANBU. For OOW right now. Ooh, very, very well done there. Being able to get that much information done. And it's going to be Jetman Bao that takes down 6. Will it be enough though? Will it be another one on the table here as members of ANBU right now try to push it up? But Shido will be able to take down Heibi. And Tin will be able to take down Shido in that exchange as well. So we see OOW right now does have a man advantage. It takes a little bit of AoE damage. The spike has been planted in their favor. And OOW could be able to win this out with their one-man advantage, and the fact that they're going to be holding off against ANBU, Jay.
Oh, and they're starting to push in here. The dash forward here for the Jet is coming in, but Kaja has got a lot to do. Still gets the shorty kill there onto you, and now going to pick up the Vandal, but not working out there. As Rimsel here going to catch him out. Jeff also completing the crossfire, and finally we see OOW take another round win here on the final one actually for that half. So they're going to be thankful for that. In the end, it turns out that Orbital Strike didn't play a huge factor in closing out some of the rounds, and definitely one of the key benefits of making sure you have Brimstone in your lineup, who they do bring him here as a little bit of a flex pick, considering that they also have the Omen. But we'll see what's going to happen now as we swap sides.
Very, very nicely done here for the side of OOW as well as OOW. Trying to get their best defenses off and running, and a very good CCTV camera there being put up for the side of OOW, gathering as much intel as they can. Really like the spy cam being pushed up, and we do see that coming in from the mid side here. Very good paranoia there coming in. Actually, the smoke there definitely going to drop out, and we do see some gunfire coming out from that particular side here. We do see a little bit of a slowdown from the side of ANBU.
OOW actually stacking all those players. They're going to really make ANBU reconsider whether they want to push A or not. Currently, they're going to play a little bit on the passive side here while they decide what they want to do. Rotation already coming out here, and now we're starting to see that Ivy is going to take back residence, and he gets a headshot there at distance onto the B window, and now that's going to be a firm advantage here for OOW, but little do I say that Tony Banks is going to be able to get the trade back here. He's going to burst in onto the side here, but the crossfire coming out here. But Jeffan, he's going to get traded down here by Rafi as he's trying to take the initiative himself. And now we're going to see a little bit more rotation here from the attackers all the way to the A side.
Very nicely done here, as A side is going to be where ANBU wants to put all of their focus on. Very nicely done in terms of the plant here. Not going to be planting to an A long, so they are going to be denying that shot. But you see that Rimzel will be able to take the Shido. Another one goes down for Rafi as well, and it seems that OOW will be poised to go for the defuse, and this could be very, very good for them indeed, as they score out one more win in their favor, drawing out the lead for ANBU closer and closer for OOW.
Oh, but this is a second pistol round win in a row coming out here from OOW, and demonstrating that they have the stuff here for their given map pick. But again, we'll see whether or not that this is going to sustain. They are likely to again take this next round win and see if they can maintain that, because we saw in the first half that after 2 wins, OOW kind of fell off, and that was allowing ANBU to get back into this here. But we can already see them busting out the Vandals. Will be able to hold these longer angles here, but you here is going to get taken down by a classic here, but Hy-Vee is going to be able to get the trade back. So again, not going to be investing too much into that side.
Very nicely done here, coming in from the side of ANBU as well as OOW. Both of them getting exchanges as much as they can in these particular fights, and we do see that it is been hell for the side of ANBU here, as they have only one surviving member in the form of 6 playing Omen. So I do believe that this could be a very, very bad next half, bad half games here if he isn't careful. Hy-Vee getting his 3rd kill of this round against 6, Jay.
OOW though, they didn't really buy all that much in the previous round, so they are going to be able to pull by to the certain extent here. Tin though still going to be using the Spectre, but now this is the crucial moment here for ANBU. We're tied at 7-7. They really need to be able to seal the deal here in this round if they want to try and really go on that final stretch, as I don't think that we're going to have the loser coming out from this round really being able to have a better economy to go into later stages. But now we're starting to see no one being placed here on the C side at all. But the shot here from Hy-Vee is going to get the better of Katja, but getting a little bit too aggressive, and Rafi is going to be able to trade it back. Tony Banks now swinging things in the favor for ANBU.
Rafi saying Hy-Vee goodbye B, as he gets one shot off and will be able to take him down for the count. Very nicely done here, as ANBU right now enjoy 4-man advantage compared to OOW's 2. But we've seen OOW being able to turn it around here if they are careful. But they got to be very wary of the fact that, number one, there are 3 sites for the spikes to be planted, and there are only 2 of them on OOW side. So we do see that there is going to be a quick rotation towards A side, so that could be where the spike is going to be carried to. And we have seen it time and time again coming in from the side of A, that once a lot of these players are already stuck in some of these corners, the tight angles that have been covered already, it's almost virtually impossible for them to push it out. It's got to be very careful of your corners here.
Oh, here they're gonna lock things down here. They managed to trade already. They're on the tin. You is gonna follow soon after, and they're gonna start swinging things back. And this is looking like a little bit of a repeat of the order of events that we did see at the start of this map. And now we're up to 8-7 here in favor of ANBU. OOW, they have to eco this round. It's not looking too good, as really just losing too many players early on wasn't working well in their favor. But we'll see now how things are going to be changing up a little bit. Right now, it does seem that the Cypher is going to have a little bit more presence on that C side, where they left it kind of vacant in the previous round.
Very, very vacant indeed, and I want to actually pay a bit of close attention as to how ANBU is actually going to go for this. They are going for a 3-2 split, with 3 going to C and 2 going to A. But the spike, where is the spike though? It's at C, so this is going to be very interesting indeed here, as Shido will be able to take out OOU and runs it back immediately. So it is going to be very interesting, as C already, they are going to be committing to it, and the spike is definitely going to be planted there. Very nice coordination being shown for the side of ANBU here. More and more members being taken down. 6 is on fire! He takes down 3.
Oh, what was that split push doing here? As they're just really selling the fake here on the A side, but Six, he had other ideas. He's gonna get a 4K here to close things out, and this is exactly the tonic that ANBU needed to continue to pile on the pressure. And OOW, they're in a bit of a pickle now as they have to really try and get this round win here. They are being having their economy reduced down to 0, and a little bit of a buffer being built here by ANBU. So there could be a little bit of a sticking point here if they're not too careful. But currently, not much in the ult department separating these two teams. Though we could see a little bit of a lockdown coming out from Killjoy.
Well, we do see that the lockdown is going to be a very, very good area denial. And we've seen this time and time again from OOW, from ANBU just now, but we haven't seen it come out from OOW, but we do see that. Oh, we just saw it. Kaja gets immediately punished, and some good shots there try to go through the wall from the side of OOW. Will not be able to take down Rimsey as well as Habi will be able to take down one each, but Rafi comes up and says goodbye, Habi, with a beautiful shot towards him. We do see now 2 members on the side of ANBU survives, whereas 4 members on the side of OOW are remaining. No, I spoke too soon. 6 again! What is going on, 6? Spanking people left, right, center, back.
Oh, he is feeling it right now, but Rafi's gonna get taken down there, but it's Jeff Bad who comes out with it in the end. And good plays coming out from OOW to take it in the end as, yeah, it looked a little bit like ANBU was going to be able to really go against the run of play in that particular round. 6, again, having 2 rounds in a row where he's just been on fire, but now this is going to be just a 1-point game at the moment here. We haven't even broken into the double digits as this is proving to be our closest match so far.
It is going to be one of our closest matches thus far. Considering how the first round was for ANBU, I do believe that OOW is looking towards maintaining their spot here, as they are going to be trying to keep it as competitive as possible. But we do see the push coming in from the side of ANBU here is going to be able to take down not one, only one in the form of Baby. We do see, oh, that's one, but Rafi comes in and gets Tony Banks back immediately. Shido will be able to take down Tin as well. So we do see some really good shots there. The play is coming down onto the side of Jeff Van Bao. Jeff Van Bao goes immediately off. We're going to go try towards heaven. This could be an opportunity for him to get some headshots.
3-2 situation at the moment. Jeff Van has got a lot to do here. He's really going to have quite a bit of angles to work with, but it's not going to be panning out here. Shido gets this 3K, finishing him off. And yeah, looking at this ANBU, they're going to be trading blow for blow here, but there's not many rounds left here in this match. I think OOW, they need to string together consecutive rounds if they really want to come from this one. But now they are going to be in a little bit of a dicey situation. They are not having the best of economy, so likely they have to save this round, and only then they'll have actually the full buy going next round. And really, by that point, you don't really have a lot of breathing room left.
And I agree, breathing room is definitely something that they want to have. And we do see now Tony Banks right now in a little bit of darkness here. But be careful, they does get spotted out. Very nicely done there, coming in from Tony Banks onto you to be able to get him down to the count here. We do see Habi right now taking in some shots onto Tony Banks again. Tony Banks getting onto the kill feed again. 5 members still in the pocket for the side of ANBU here as OOW experiencing casualties. Not just 1, but 2 in total. And the 3rd casualty already for Rimsey. 6 is just coming up on their 6 and taking them down.
Oh man, all these picks that are being given away here. So ANBU is really doing a number here to OOW, but at the same time, this is going to be a little bit of a round that they're not really expecting to get a lot much from it. But of course, if they could get a couple of these guns out of the hands of ANBU, they will put them in better stead for the later game here. It's Shy Dope. He's going to be able to catch out another player here, but 6, he's going to get the last one here as OOW just not able to come away with this. And I think this is going to be the most crucial round coming up here. And again, we're not really seeing the kind of buys that would be ideal here, as we're still going to have you not having enough ideally for the best buys. So they're trying to juggle it around a bit, but OOW, what do you think that they need to do coming into this round here, which is pretty much a must-win scenario?
It is a very big must-win scenario for the side of OOW, and I do believe that they need to be very, very wary. They need to make sure that High B gets some of these picks off onto Rafi on the side of ANBU, trying to be able to deny whatever pushes is coming in, because the amount of space that ANBU creates for themselves with some of these first picks is paramount towards them getting more and more real estate. The more real estate that they can get, the more breathing room that they can get, it's easier for them to formulate strategies around the deficit that OOW experiences, Jay.
Yeah, and right now they are trying to hold on to quite a bit of territory, but it's still going to be waiting to see what ANBU is doing. They're currently not being able to get too much of a glimpse into the plans for ANBU, who have really been shaking things up here from round to round, as making themselves as unpredictable as possible. But currently, look at the stack here by OOW. You might have to read a little bit, and we already see that they're going to actually have presence there on the A lobby. You can already see pings coming out here, I believe, from the ANBU players, so that could be them walking right past the Brimstone and getting the perfect intel. He's gonna get 2 players here for his trouble, and that's really gonna be putting a dagger here onto this push here. They're still going onto the A side, but we can already see the ult coming out here from the Omen, and he's gonna be able to get into Heaven straight away, and we can already see the spike heading 180 degrees.
Very, very nicely done here as Rimsey will be able to take down Shido right now. 10 more seconds on the clock here. One more spike member for ANBU, and it seems that nope, it's going to be denied in this particular situation here as OOW gets another win in their favor, and it seems that the score is getting closer and closer from 3 to 4. Now we're down to 2 with OOW not too far behind on ANBU.
And they managed to maintain quite a bit of squad strength in that particular round, so that's going to allow them to carry forward their guns, and now they are looking pretty good here. But again, this is still going to be a buy round on the cards as well for ANBU. Kaja gone a little bit cold, I dare say, since maybe the start of this map, and also on Mind as well. But going to actually spot a high beat, just not able to land the connection here. But Tony Banks, though, he's going to actually get the first pick here on the one who was quite decisive there on the A long side in the previous round.
Some wall bags there coming in from the side of ANBU, not being able to land onto High B. High B right now trying to be very aggressive with some of these shots here. Some very good clouds there being dropped down. The smokes are good, but no, OOW's U will be able to take that Shido. Shido hanging out over at the bottom side there will be taken out for the count, and it seems that it's going to be 1-for-1 in exchange with each other for ANBU and OOW, and it seems that ANBU right now a lot desperate to make sure that they get as much real estate as they can to give them the opportunity to either rotate, commit, or pull a fake.
Oh, ANBU, look at them so spread out here. Not really setting themselves up for fakes, but it doesn't matter here as Tony Banks able to get one. Might be able to get the second here if he's careful, but it looks like it's a 3K so far here for him. And with that, they're actually going to rotate all the way around the side. They already have the presence on C site at the moment here. The plant already going
30
down
seconds
to
left.
Kaja. And now we're already seeing that OOW being strung all over the place, and now seemingly Intatter's not again able to get consecutive wins.
Well, what's also interesting to note is that coming from ANBU, they already have put down the spike already, and we do see that there are only going to be 2 agents left in this particular situation. Is going to be planted for long, so this is going to be very, very tough indeed here. But I do believe that there could be a molly attempt here. Oh, some shots are coming in. There goes the fault line. They've got to hurry up though. What is going on? Very nicely done coming in from ANBU, knowing what they had to do. It was a relatively close one coming in from ANBU here. Luckily enough, they're able to get the utilities off onto OOW and deny them to defuse. Just 1 tick away from an upset. Coming in from OOW.
Doing it there, obscuring the vision, but next level plays coming out from Tony Banks, his fault line completely taking him off the defuse right when it mattered the most, and they were able to close things out just as the cover dissipated. And that's again going to be a dicey situation, but yeah, we can see him being pushed off the spike there. and proving to be to their detriment. But now we see that Shy Dope and the rest of ANBU moving down this A side. So far, it's been pretty good for them, but they are going to suffer losses in the mid side here. Rims here going to actually pushing out, but High B though, he's watching the sewer from the sewer side, able to catch one, and he's going to dash away.
Well, it is going to be very interesting to also see how members of ANBU right now are going to be participating in this fight with a two-man deficit, as we do see OOW rather flawless in their roster. However, it is, I think, a member that is fairly hurt and very low in terms of what he can provide towards this fight. One little tickle of a feather and he's going to go down like a sack of bricks. Kaja, nicely done, but it's not going to be enough as Habi will be able to take it out. And look at that. It seems that OOW's you as well, pushing it in, and they are using as much as the advantages as they can, as Rafi right now looks to hold on to it, but nope, it's not going to be enough as Rimsey will be able to take down Rafi.
So ANBU not really setting themselves up for trades here, I feel, and that's really allowed OOW to stay in this game, but you know, being on the map point here is still going to be putting the pressure onto OOW, who has not really been able to string all that much together here. The only consecutive round wins that they've had are maybe the rounds 1 and 2 of each half, and also the last two from their defending side. So we'll see if that is going to, or rather their attacking side, we'll see if that is going to be changing up here, as it definitely needs to go to overtime if they're going to be able to take it.
Well, I love me a little bit of overtime here, but at the end of the day, it's all about good plays coming in from both sides. You see Rafi right now holding on, very nicely done there. There goes one, will not be able to get two. He will be able to pick up the spike again, as we do see a very, very interesting split here from members of ANBU trying to get as much information as they can onto the C, B, and A side. It seems that A side is not going to be as effective as they can. Kaja as well as Shido will be able to take down one each in their pockets here, as OOW right now is going to be on the receiving end of a flawless victory if ANBU keeps it up. Two members surviving for the side of OOW.
And this is not looking good here for OOW. They're going to be dropping out of their map pick here if they're not going to be able to pull off quite a bit of a clutch here. She's not looking good here. Shy Dope is going to take him down straight away. It's all up to 10. He's still in a bit of a pickle, and there's still going to be 6 coming up behind, but Shy Dope will clear things out. 13 to 10 here as ANBU Elite Gaming. They're going to be able to take it away, and that's 2 maps that's going to be helping them towards the next stage here at the Royal C Cup.
Very nicely done from the side of ANBU against members of Only One Word. As you can see already, the numbers do not lie. Tony Banks, Rafi, Kaja were some of the high-scoring first bloods that they got for their respective teams. Hybe as well as you and Rims were getting some high score first bloods here. In terms of KDA, it's a relatively mirrored across the board, except for Tin not doing so well in some of these exchanges. But we did see someone like Tony Banks, Rafi, Hybe, Shido, Rimzel definitely putting in as much weight as they can in some of these fights. I do like what we have been seeing thus far from ANBU, and I do hope that Only One Word sticks to what we said, persistence. Hopefully that they're a little bit of a slow start here. They want to get used to some of the playstyles that could be different for this particular region, and I do like to see a little bit more of Only One Word and their capabilities at fighting at this level.
Yeah, and of course we could say that there's more footage about OOW out there that ANBU might be able to take advantage, but of course everything is always evolving here in the Valorant scene, and we're likely to see more changes coming out. We've seen some very diverse lineups coming up from both of these teams over the course of map 1 and map 2, and honestly that's been making this a very pleasurable experience to definitely catch a lot of interesting plays coming out from these teams. But they'll be looking to optimize this, I think, because of course we're still having all the other matches from Group A later today, which they'll need to really try and refine and change things accordingly.
Well, there's not much that can be said about that. I mean, it's definitely something that we have to consider, and at the end of the day, it is going to be the second day, and I do believe that there is so much more for us back at home, for people back at home, and for us to be breaking down, and for to be able to work with moving forward. But anyway, I guess that's enough from me, Hound, and him, PlayOfTheJay. We're going to be right back with more action. So until then, join us for all the stats.